If animals could get grades, this crow would have aced science. He actually has a solid understanding of water displacement and how adding objects into the water will raise that water level and bring the snack closer to his beak. That was some quick learning on the fly by this crow. Then again, when snacks are involved, we all learn quickly. This orangutan is not only smart, he's also very fair. Looking all adorable, he gets a snack thrown to him, which he catches and promptly eats. But just like how we used to trade lunches when we were kids. This orangutan knows he must give to get, so he tosses something back over to the human. A snack for the human? Perhaps, but definitely a fair trade, at least for this orangutan.
You sure the third one's contained?
Yes, unless they figured out how to open doors.
When we all saw the raptors in Jurassic Park learn how to open doors, we were horrified. Here we see a goat learn how to open a door. It's just adorable. This goat knows that these people keep the good stuff behind closed doors. And he knows how to make that door no longer be closed by pulling on this little string. Look at the other goats waiting patiently, knowing their friend will get that job done. The newest fad is ordering food to be delivered and having it delivered by a dog. And this dog does it all. Takes the order over the phone. Oh, well, we're not entirely certain he made the food, but he definitely delivered it. Look at him go, running across town, stopping at stoplights using the elevator, and delivering the food flawlessly to the luckiest pet owner we can think of. Disclaimer: if you order through the delivery dog, perhaps avoid ordering soup. We all saw how Poochie was running down the road. In a test, these young chimps proved not only that they have a good memory, not only is that memory better than a human adult, but that they essentially have a photographic memory. Numbers flashed on a screen, for instance. The student then had to pick out where they were and ordered them numerically.
If you just flash the 9 numerals for a moment, then cover them, can a chimpanzee remember? Yes, they can.
The chimps did it with much success. The humans, on the other hand, had about as many successes as failures. The chimps were receiving treats for doing it right. We're not sure what the humans had for a prize.
Much better than humans in this flash and remember test.
Maybe the prize of not being outperformed by a young monkey in a test that would be broadcasted on the news. Not only is this cat too good at a game that we've probably failed at many times, but this cat is too good for the guy doing this trick. At least that's the attitude we're getting. This guy puts the ball under a cup, moves them around, but the cat always finds the ball. And half the time the cat isn't even paying attention, looking around for what spot he's gonna nap in next, all while keeping track of the ball. Hey human, do you have a challenge for me or what?
So this is Rascal, and I've got a test for her that's going to demonstrate how amazing she is.
This raccoon is impressive times 4. Watch as Rascal the raccoon moves his way through these different doors, each with a different lock and a different way of opening. It's no problem for Rascal. He figures out how each door needs to be opened because he needs to get that broccoli on the other side.
Raccoons' paws are packed full of sensory receptors, and the part of their brain that is much larger than in most mammals.
1, 2, 3 doors all open, and for his 4th and final trick, he takes a bow. Not only does he have the skills, but his modest bow shows they haven't gotten to his head.
Wow. Rascal, take a bow.
When you think of birds that can talk or mimic noises, you'll likely think of parrots and mockingbirds, but
Careful. That's just...
Hi, Ben. You got it?
you've heard it a million times on the playground. I'm open, pass me the bread! Yeah, on the bear playground. This bear shows off his tricks. He waves to the nice people, letting them know he's ready, and then catches the flying bread in his mouth. Impressive, right? Hold on, because if the bread is thrown astray, Oh yeah, he can catch that with his hands too. Best Hands by a bear outside of Chicago. The worst place you could drop your phone is into open water, where there don't happen to be any beluga whales. Because obviously, as we all know, belugas are the good Samaritans of the ocean. This one brought this girl's phone right back up to her. Not before he put his number in it, of course. Guys, who's Jay Beluga? The scariest thing in the world for a mouse to see is a gigantic cat in its vicinity. They might feel as good as dead. So why not play dead? This mouse had this excellent idea. If I play dead, maybe he'll leave me alone. He had to keep checking to see if the coast was clear, but always made sure to return to form and not break character. What a performance by this mouse. Not only can this monkey moonwalk his way down a tree, but he can quickly run up another tree and locate some coconuts. And then he can get right to picking the coconuts and tossing them down. Hopefully he gets to keep a share of the treats. This horse is hilarious. Every time someone tries to ride him, he plays dead to avoid giving a ride. Some people call him lazy, but think about it. Would you feel like carrying someone around your back whenever they feel like it? This horse is onto something. He deals in deceit, playing dead when someone gets on him or gets near him, and then, oh no, if I'm dead, looks like you can't ride me, bye, walk away. This horse's approach, bulletproof. Not to mention the flair he brings to the table. Smelling an Oscar. Speaking of movies, get the execs on the phone that make the hottest kung fu action movies now. We have your next star. He's a little bigger and hairier than your normal stars, but he's got the kung fu skills. Look at him work with this stick. We're getting some Ninja Turtle Donatello vibes here. He even whips that thing around while licking his foot. Not even a challenge. As if a bear wasn't scary enough, now we have to worry that some of them are trained in the art of bow staff skills. This sheep may or may not be good with names. That test hasn't been run yet. But she's sure great with faces. After being shown pictures, she's continually picking the correct images when they're shown alongside another image. This is great for us to know because we can see how intelligent sheep are. And also, if a sheep is ever your only witness to a crime, man, they can still pick someone out of a lineup. Here's an experiment that'll demonstrate how intelligent an octopus is. Researchers put a large fish in a bottle with an opening large enough for the octopus to get a tentacle in, but not large enough for the fish to get out. The octopus tries for a while, and the researchers hope he figures out how to unscrew the top. That's the only way in. So they say. It turns out that the octopus found a different way in, ripping off the pacifier that they didn't think could be removed. Not only did the octopus beat the experiment, he also outsmarted the researchers. And he got dinner. Win, win, and win. Yes, even with a lack of feet, these goldfish still learn how to play soccer. Their owner converted their tank into a stadium, and they developed some skills. They can dribble the ball, they can even pass, and when the game is on the line, they can shoot and score. Many artists have done self-portraits, from Picasso to Rembrandt to this elephant. Look at him go. It's impressive enough he can hold a paintbrush with his nose, let alone paint his likeness. He can also paint images of plant life. Don't be surprised if this multi-talented elephant is doing caricatures at the next birthday you attend. Dolphins are very playful animals. They love games, and when a pod of dolphins is looking for a fun game to play, you got a bum deal being a fish that's shaped like a ball. Yeah, sorry pufferfish. You can play catch with these dolphins, so long as you're the object that's thrown and caught. That's the deal. Let's just hope they don't find an eel and use it like a baseball bat. This tortoise is adorable, but you may want to watch him in fast forward because, he's a tortoise. His friend flipped over and is all Steve Urkel, you know, fallen, can't get up, all that jazz. But being the excellent buddy he is, he gets right to work and flips his pal back onto his feet. Thanks, Tom. Welcome, Tim. Now stop trying to breakdance. It seems like the answer that comes up more and more when danger's around is play dead. This lizard saw a snake coming after him and had to think fast, so he pretended to die. Fast. Dang, he must have gotten struck by invisible lightning or had a heart attack. That was a sudden death. The snake inspects him, loses interest, and leaves. This lizard even peeks his eyes open to check to make sure the coast is clear. Something tells us that wasn't his first time using that move. Maybe the fish doing tricks before was already more than you realized fish could do. Well, here's another fish strong with the trick game. Swimming through a hoop. Through multiple hoops. And yeah, the fish has a soccer stadium too. He works a little more on his finesse moves though. Watches as he kisses the ball right into the net. Sometimes you need that soft touch. Are sporting fish not enough for you? You want more animals that ball? Meet Benny and watch him go. He can dribble up the court and dunk that ball. Not just one dunk, multiple jams in store for the slam dunk contest. Let's see.
Go.
He's wearing a red jersey with a 23 on it. He's a bunny.
You see, these aliens come from outer space and they want to make us slaves in their theme park, so we challenge them to a basketball game.
Michael Jordan left Bugs Bunny some basketball knowledge after Space Jam. Well, you can see how the basketball skills have reverberated throughout the bunny community. And look at these pups, all lined up with their food dishes, ready to go.
Nikki. Bionico. Tadeo.
Dogs can be really well behaved and trained well, especially when food's involved. They go one by one to get their food, waiting for their turn to be called. They get a little antsy at times. They know if they wait their turn to be called, then they get a tasty treat. In all honesty, these dogs are more patient than a lot of human children, and really most human adults. See you next time.